Hello and welcome to the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. We are live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. Minister of State, Housing and Urban Development Yusuf Abdullahi Atta says the federal government is executing the Renewed Hope Housing Initiative in 13 states of the Federation. The minister, who made this known during a media engagement in Kano, emphasized that the project is to address the housing deficit in the country. Samira Hamisu has details.
Renewed Hope Housing Initiative is one of the bold steps taken by the administration of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu towards addressing housing needs, especially in urban communities. The Minister of State Housing and Urban Development, Yusuf Abdullahi Atta, explains that the initiative is at various stages of implementation. The minister assures Nigerians that when fully implemented, the housing initiative will promote home ownership and foster sustainable urbanization.
By now we can say the policies have started yielding very positive effect. The dollar is coming down, the price of oil is coming down, the price of foodstuff are coming down. So we should continue to pray to Almighty God to assist our president, assist all the policies he has come with.
While reiterating the continuous commitment of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu's administration towards implementing viable economic policies, Minister Yusuf Abdullahi Atta also appeals to Muslim Ummah to intensify prayers in this month of Ramadan for political and economic stability of the country. From Kano, Samira Hamisu, NTA News.
The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Esther Wilson-Jack, is urging civil servants in Bayelsa State to maximize the expected conducive working environments of the 9-story new State Secretariat complex. This was at the groundbreaking and foundation laying of the Bayelsa State new Secretariat complex in Yenagoa. Timinipre Ohia reports.
Performing the symbolic groundbreaking and foundation laying of the 9-story Secretariat complex in Yenagoa by the head of Federal Civil Service, Dame Didi Wilson-Jack, acknowledged that it will provide conducive workplace for civil servants and significantly enhance interagency coordination, foster institutional memory, and improve service delivery to the people of Bayelsa State. She appreciated the government for its infrastructural development and enjoys civil servants to embrace continuous learning and build a civil service that is genuinely committed to renewed dedication to duty.
This new edifice will be more than just a workplace. It will be a platform for renewed dedication to duty, professionalism, and innovation. I encourage you to embrace continuous learning, uphold the highest ethical standards, and be proactive in ensuring that the civil service remains a pillar of good governance and development in Bayelsa State.
Governor of Bayelsa State, Doye Diri, says the 9-story office complex was in response to civil servants' requests for improved office spaces to address overcrowding and enhance operational efficiency. The governor called on civil servants to be punctual and committed to work and ensure that government programs and policies are executed timely for the benefit of the people.
I can assure you, the contractors, that funding will not be a problem in this project. 50% of the cost of this project is already going to be with the contractor. So this is one project that we believe that the timeline will never change.
The 46 billion naira Secretariat complex with the state-of-the-art facility is expected to be completed in 24 months.
Upon completion of this landmark project, it is expected not only to improve the conditions of workers, but also add to the aesthetics of Bayelsa State. In Yenagoa, Timinipri Ohia, NTA News.
The Renewed Hope initiative of President Bola Tinubu on food security is a significant milestone to actualizing the country's socio-economic targets. This came from the Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed at the commissioning of the Irrigate Nigeria project. Awal Abdullahi has details.
This 30,000 hectares of dry season rice farm is demarcated for the transformative agricultural initiative in Gamawa local government area of Bauchi State. As part of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, the project, under the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure (NASENI), is aimed at reducing hunger, creating jobs, and improving the country's economy.
The Irrigate Nigeria project will empower Nigeria's farmers and rural economies. By increasing the quantity and quality of harvest, farmers and farming communities will see increased incomes. Nigerian consumers will benefit through reduced prices that will result from increased availability of food.
Bauchi State is fully committed to this noble vision. We will continue to invest in human capital, technology, and innovative agricultural policies to make Nigeria self-sufficient in food production as per the vision of Mr. President.
The commissioning of the project has also served as the official launching of the branded Tinubu rice. In Bauchi, Awwal Abdullahi, NTA News.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tugar has assured farmers and pastoralists in Udobo, Gamawa, Bauchi states of the federal government's commitment to protecting land rights while boosting agricultural productivity. Tugar outlined President Bola Tinubu's plans to combat food insecurity through rural empowerment, science-driven farming, and the development of climate-resilient infrastructure. In a statement by his media aide Al-Qasim Abdul Qadir, the minister emphasized President Tinubu's commitment to mitigating the effects of economic reforms. He commended the Udobo community for its enduring potential and promised to safeguard farmers' lands in the area. In addition, the minister noted that the federal government, with support from the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, will enhance water access through Udobo's Fadama wetlands. These initiatives will include the introduction of climate-smart tools aimed at optimizing agricultural output, which will positively impact the lives of the local populace. Tugar also highlighted various measures he implemented as Minister of Foreign Affairs to assist victims of last year's devastating floods that affected numerous communities in Gamawa local government, including Udobo. Now, NNPC Limited is projecting adding electric vehicle charging stations as add-ons to their retail outlets. Chief Corporate Communications Officer Femi Shoneye says this is in line with the company's proactive diversification strategy.
Speaking at the NNPC Limited stakeholder engagement with National Assembly Committee clerks, deputy clerks, and administrative staff of the National Assembly, Femi Shoneye says, as critical partners, the engagement is to enhance understanding and clarity on the operations of NNPC Limited.
We are committed to adding value to various sectors and communities across Nigeria. I am glad to let you know that through our NNPC Foundation, we have conducted 1,000 free cataract surgeries in the southwest of Nigeria. Over 180 accident victims rushed to our hospitals, received essential medical services in various areas in 2024. NNPC hospitals continue to play a pivotal role in improving healthcare access and saving lives. This is a direct demonstration of how NNPC is utilizing our oil revenue to positively impact the lives of Nigerians on a daily basis.
He added that the organization is collaborating with Afrexim Bank to complete African Medical Center of Excellence, a 500-bed hospital specializing in oncology, hematology, cardiology, and advanced medical training for Nigerians. This strategic investment aims to enhance access to specialized healthcare, ensuring that Nigerians receive world-class medical treatment. The African Medical Center of Excellence is scheduled to commence operations in June 2025. He said NNPC Limited has been offering essential medical services such as radiology, physiotherapy, maternity care, and dental and eye treatment, as well as life-saving surgeries across Nigeria. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
8 persons have been reported dead following a Lassa fever outbreak in Ebonyi State. The state epidemiologist, Dr. Ogbonna Nwambike, made this known while interacting with correspondent Samuel Okpo in Abakaliki.
Outbreak of Lassa fever in Ebonyi State in January 2018, where many lives were lost due to lack of knowledge and facilities to contend with the viral disease. Lassa fever still reoccurs annually, though with a low prevalent rate. As a proactive measure towards tackling the disease, the government built a virology center where all viral diseases, including Lassa fever, are diagnosed and treated, with awareness campaigns and enlightenment on the causes and prevention of the disease. But despite these efforts, many citizens of the state still fall victim to Lassa fever. Currently, 15 cases are confirmed, out of which 8 have died, remaining 7 who are receiving treatment at the Virology Center at Abakaliki. The affected persons came from 6 out of 13 local government areas in the state. Although NTA camera was not allowed to enter where the patients are, the caregivers said they are in stable conditions.
The current outbreak started at the peak of this season, sometime in December, in a 26-year-old male who resides in Abakaliki, urban here. He was suspectly diagnosed on the 30th, and treatment commenced. We have a total of 63 suspected cases and 15 confirmed out of 63, with 8 deaths.
According to experts, chances of surviving Lassa fever are higher when it is reported within 1 week.
Aside that, for the treatment and the diagnosis, we have other challenges. We have challenges with respect to surveillance. So we need resources to do that.
Lassa fever is a dangerous viral disease but could be cured if detected early. In Abakaliki, Samuel Okpo, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. More reports in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Katsina State and Qatari governments have strengthened bilateral ties, paving way for cooperation in education, healthcare and infrastructure development. The partnership was marked by the inauguration of Qatar Streets, named by Governor Diko Rada in honor of the Gulf nation. Awal Haliru reports.
The ceremony, which showcased the rich cultural heritage of Katsina State, featured performances by traditional boxing teams and cultural groups. The event highlighted the deepening cultural exchange between Qatar and Katsina State. The inauguration of Qatar Street, named by Governor Diko Rada, is a symbol of deepening relationship between Katsina State government and the state of Qatar.
The road in the state named Qatar Street, a significant moment for the Katsina State and the state of Qatar.
This partnership is expected to bring significant developmental projects to the state, building on existing collaborations in health and education.
Is only the beginning in terms of what Qatar can do for the state and also Katsina State engagement. Because for us, our culture and heritage is very present here today.
This strengthened partnership is expected to usher in a new era of growth with more developmental projects slated for the state. In Katsina, Awal Halaru, NTA News.
President of the Nigerian Baptist Convention, Reverend Israel Akanji, has asked Nigerians to remain hopeful for a better nation while commending President Bola Tinubu for driving the Renewed Hope agenda to reposition the country. The clergyman gave his position on the state of the nation at the 2025 FCT Baptist Conference hosted by the First Baptist Church, Garki Abuja, which attracted members from across the nation's capital city. Olusheye Adiagbo has details.
It's the annual religious engagement, and the FCT Baptist Conference continues to fulfill its essence of gathering believers, appreciating God's faithfulness over the church and the nation. The clergy encouraged Christians to remain faithful and entreated Nigerians to support government's efforts targeting development and shun hearts capable of negating peace and stability.
President Tinubu, we want to say, I'm saying on behalf of Nigerians, we thank you for the great work you are doing. Now, President Tinubu, we need to also tell him that in Nigeria, people are in desperate situations, and whatever measures are being taken, we thank him for the measures being taken, but more is needed.
Themed When the Righteous Pray, the 10th annual session of the FCT Baptist Conference seeks to make the church pray for divine intervention and also educate participants on civic responsibilities as well as spiritual obligations to the country.
God answers the prayer of his children. For us as Nigerians, we need to call on God. We need to pray and not faint.
Our lives must be attuned to his purpose and to his will. He is a God who receives our prayers, who answers them, but the Bible also tells us that he is too holy than to behold iniquity.
We should return to our knees. We should pray. We have been sleeping for long.
Some Nigerians who have been contributing to the advancement of God's work in the church and selfless services to humanity were appreciated and encouraged to remain steadfast. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the need for Muslims to use the period of the holy month of Ramadan to reflect on their lives for spiritual growth, to enhance love, peace, mutual respect and understanding for the benefits of humanity, took center stage at the 2025 annual Ramadan lecture organized by NTA Ilorin. Shola Wahid reports that the Ramadan lecture had as its theme challenges of survival and the need to be our brother's keeper.
We are expecting to endure.
The guest lecturer, Professor Yusuf Lanri Badmos, a professor of Islamic studies, emphasized the importance of maximizing the opportunities of the holy month of Ramadan to reach out to the less privileged in the society. He noted that the current economic situation in the country is not palatable, hence the need for all to rally support for one another.
Will resort to unlawful activities because we want to survive? No. If you do that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to punish you.
And Imam Ibrahim Musa Godufu, whose lecture centered on the do's and don'ts during Ramadan, enjoined Muslims to observe their 5 daily prayers at stipulated times and abstain from prohibited habits.
To be kind and to follow all the commandments of the Almighty Allah.
And I believe that our country will be better if all of us believe in what we're doing and we promote coexistence. Is necessary. History, geography has bound us together. So why don't we learn to live as one?
Key word in this month is compassion and charity for the poor.
General Manager NTA Ilorin, Tony Alade Atomode, expressed appreciation to those who have been supporting the station in the discharge of its corporate social responsibility for national unity and development.
The holy month of Ramadan is not just a period of abstinence from eating and drinking alone. More importantly, it is a period of reflection of our past deeds, while actively engaging in self-introspection.
The lecture was well attended by members of Islamic societies, guests, friends of NTA, as well as students of some invited schools. In Ilorin, Shola Wahid, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Here's a recap of our top stories. Federal government executes housing initiatives in 13 states to address deficit in the country. NNPC Limited moves to add electric vehicles charging stations to retail outlets. And federal government is to clamp down on illegal and corrupt cooperative societies in Nigeria.
This is NTA News 24.
The federal government has announced its decision to target illegal and corrupt cooperative societies in the country. Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security stated this while discussing government's plans to implement significant reforms in the regulation of cooperative societies. Musa Baba Ali reports.
Records indicate that as of 2023, there were 30 million Nigerians belonging to different cooperative societies. The societies have been playing a significant role in micro and small businesses in the country, contributing more than 300 million naira to the economy annually. Managing and regulating the cooperatives is under the purview of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. The Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi, was at the Federal Cooperative College in Kaduna to address managers and trustees of various societies in the country.
We aim to bring innovation by first innovating, revitalizing the sector to restore confidence in the masses and bring back the glory of the cooperative movement as a force to reckon with in the socio-economic development of Nigeria.
He decried cases of fraud and manipulation of members by some organizations.
Many of you are aware that there are fake cooperative societies who scam our citizens in the guise of providing cooperative service. We definitely are taking it very seriously. Indeed, the days of fake cooperative societies is gone, and we are taking measures to bring sanity into the cooperative ecosystem.
The minister noted that the reform will refocus on review and amendment of Nigerian Cooperative Act to bring it up to date with global best practices and local realities. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the federal government, through the National Inland Waterways Authority, has donated ambulance boats to Gbajibo community in Mokwa local government area of Niger State. Musa Mikhail reports that the donation is aimed at bringing quick rescue operations in the event of boat mishaps in Gbajibo and its adjoining communities.
This is Gbajibo community in Mokwa local government area of Niger State. This community has in the last 2 years lost more than 200 lives to boat mishap.
This ugly trend prompted the National Inland Waterways Authority NIWA's intervention with the donation of ambulance boats for emergency rescue operations, even as it stepped up enlightenment campaign on the danger of overloading, use of life jackets, as well as danger of night travel, identified as major cause of boat mishaps. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer NIWA, Bola Oyibamiji, assured the communities of NIWA's commitment to zero waterways accident.
We are hoping it will not do much work, because if it's going to do much work, that means there will be more accident. We are praying there will be zero accident. So if there is zero accident, then this water ambulance will not do much. But the ferry boat, by the time it comes, that will be able to carry more passengers.
Well, this it means very, very important to us, because it will save the life of our community. But the major problem we have, actually the MD, when he came, he gave us life jackets. But up to now, we have shortage of life jackets. We need more.
The donation of the ambulance boat is coming on the heels of promise made by the Managing Director Bola Oyibamiji during a condolence visit to the community. Musa Mikhail, NTA News.
And that concludes the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Dennis Adigunloye.